Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and today I am back with part 1 of my fall transition fragrances video. So I usually do this every single year. I love to do transition fragrance videos because I'm one of those people that I'm like already wanting to move into the next season like a month or even longer before that next season comes. So fragrances like these just kind of save me. I've got 11 here. Yeah, I've got 11 here. I tried to stop at 10, but I have so many that I love. But anyways, I'm gonna jump right in. I'm gonna start with one of my absolute favorite transition scents of all time, especially going from summer to fall. I just think this one is so perfect for this season. This is just the original YSL Libra. Just the eau de parfum. Oh my gosh, I am obsessed with this perfume. I love, the Intense is my favorite version, but this is like, gosh, it's right up there with the Intense. I think because I've worn the Intense so much, I'm almost getting to where I am starting to kind of move back towards the original. Gosh, this one is just, it's so beautiful because this one's a little bit fresher. It's not quite as syrupy. It's not quite as vanilla heavy as the Intense. This is a lavender and orange blossom and vanilla fragrance. This one is heavier on the lavender and orange blossom and a little bit lighter on the vanilla. It's not nearly as, well, I don't want to say it's not nearly as syrupy. It is syrupy, but it's just lighter, fresher. They all kind of smell very similar. The Platine one, I have a travel spray of that one, and that one is perfect for like hot weather because it's got, the lavender is so amped up in that one. It's funny when you have been wearing all the flankers and you come back to the original, you realize just how perfect the original one is because it's just such a beautifully balanced fragrance. All of the others have their own beautiful nuances, but this one is just perfectly balanced. It's bright, it's crisp, it's warm, it's slightly syrupy, it's sweet. This one is almost has like a, it doesn't smell masculine, but it has a, I don't know, it almost has like a very slightly masculine quality to it that is really, really attractive. The original one has always reminded me just a little bit of the original Polo Sport for men, the one in the blue bottle. It has an aspect of that, which I think is where my mind goes with the kind of touch of masculinity. I love this. This is a perfect fragrance. This is one of my favorite fragrances that has been released in the last 10 years, hands down. Maybe my most favorite designer fragrance that has been released in the last like 10 years. I just think it's perfection. So anyways, I usually wear the heck out of Libra in this transition period because it can hold up in the heat, but it's got such a cozy familiarity to it that is just perfect for going into fall. I love it. So that is the first one. That is YSL Libra. Another one that is kind of, I don't know, I don't want to say it's similar. It doesn't smell similar, but it's a similar type of fragrance, is Chloe Nomad. This is just the original Chloe Nomad. I do have the Absolute. This is the one that I love wearing as a transition fragrance though, because this one can be worn in some heat. The Absolute is a little bit too syrupy smelling. And if you try to wear that one in heat, it is kind of headache inducing. This one is, again, it's like the original Libra. It's got a freshness. It's got a kind of a brightness to it in the top. It's beautiful. I love this scent. This is such a classy scent. Chloe scents are just classy scents though. I mean, just in general. This has Mirabelle Plum in it. It's got oak moss. I think it's got, if I remember correctly, it's got some vetiver in it. It's beautiful. This one is another one that almost, it's not masculine, but it has just a tiny bit of like a masculine quality to it. It's another one that it has such a coziness to it. So it's like perfect. You can wear it in some heat, but it's got coziness to it. So it feels like fall. It feels like fall. I love it. Most people wear Nomad in the cooler months because they're heavy fragrances. Definitely, this is such a beautiful fragrance. So anyways, that is Chloe Nomad, just the original EDP. I usually don't wear Absolute until it's cold because it's a heavy fragrance. Okay, this next one, I wear this one going from winter into spring as well as as well as summer into fall. This is Cerel Noah. This is such an odd little fragrance. This is kind of like a warm, slightly musky, very slightly green skin scent. This has got a coffee note in it, which is very strange. Most people say they don't get the coffee at all. I actually do get the coffee, especially on my skin. I don't get it a ton in the bottle, even though I can smell it in the bottle, but the coffee comes out on my skin a lot, which is why I really, really love this one. This is a light fragrance. It's kind of an ethereal fragrance, but it's got such a beautiful, warm coziness to it. And because it's kind of light and ethereal, it works in the heat. I wouldn't wear this one in super high heat, but in kind of moderate to low heat, it really works. And again, it's cozy. It's perfect for moving into fall. And I love the coffee note in this one. I feel very lucky that I actually get the coffee. And it's a strange fragrance. It's got flowers in the middle too. And it's one of those fragrances that feels like it shouldn't have coffee in it, especially when you see the note breakdown. Oh, but it's so beautiful. This one's really clean, kind of skin musky, warm, but still light. It's really, really beautiful. It's sweet, but not overly sweet. Really, really gorgeous. I love this one. This is a wonderful transition fragrance. This probably could be worn in heat, but I do think that it could possibly be headache inducing in the heat. But anyways, that is Cerel Noah. It's a perfect transition scent. I really love, I could probably talk about any one of these Dreamhouse fragrances, especially his florals, but this one in particular, this one's called the Swan Maiden. This is such a beautiful, warm, kind of vintage leaning floral. The florals in this they're not your typical florals like rose, jasmine, gardenia. They're not sweet florals. This is more of like a dry floral perfume. In fact, if you took a whole bunch of flowers and pulled the petals off of them and let them dry out in a bowl and kind of made like a flower petal potpourri type, I don't know, like a flower petal potpourri that maybe has a touch of sweetness, but not very much. It's more of like a dried flower kind of scent. That's what this smells like. It does have some sweetness to it. It does have some body to it, almost a very slight syrupiness, but it's still kind of dry and fresh, kind of slightly astringent smelling, a little bit vintage smelling. It's beautiful. It's warm, it's cozy. It smells like fall is coming. Like if you can imagine, the flowers are all starting to kind of lose their petals, everything is kind of starting to brown, things are starting to dry out. That's kind of what this smells like. It's hard to explain, but I love it. I just love his fragrances in general. I just think that they're just works of art, incredibly unique, and they smell like nothing that you've ever smelled before. They're just incredible. And this one, the Swan Maiden, it's perfection. So anyways, this is the time of year that I really love to start pulling out the florals from this house, especially the drier smelling florals. They're perfect transition scents. So anyways, that is Dreamhouse Acurio, the Swan Maiden. Okay, this next one, I love this scent, and this is my favorite time of year to wear this one because it's not heavy enough to be a winter scent, but it's too sweet to be worn in high heat, so it's a perfect transition scent. This is a fragrance from Killian, and this is called I Don't Need a Prince by My Side to Be a Princess. I also have the Dior dupe of this, which is called Princeless Princess. This is like a tea and marshmallow fragrance. This is delicious. It smells like, almost like an iced matcha tea cake. It's sweet, but not overly sweet. It's definitely gourmand, and it is delicious. I love this scent. The Dior dupe lasts way longer than the real one. When I run out of this, as well as my Dior travel spray of this, I will pick up a full bottle of the Dior one because it smells exactly like it and it performs better. But this is a perfect transition scent. It's a perfect transition gourmand. Yeah, this is one of those scents that it smells like fall's coming. All of the yummy like holiday treats and confections, and ugh, it's delicious. I love it. So anyways, that is Killian Princess. So good. Okay, and then another one that's kind of in that same vein is Perfumes de Marly Oriana. I love this. This is kind of their answer to Killian Love Don't Be Shy. This is my favorite version of that scent profile, the Killian Love Don't Be Shy scent profile, which is kind of like an orange blossom marshmallow scent. It's so good. This Oriana is really, really syrupy. It's a little bit less sweet than Love Don't Be Shy, which is why I really love Oriana. It's a little bit more grounded smelling. It's heavy. It's such a yummy, heavy scent that's not overly sweet. Oh, it's so good. I love Oriana. This is one that I would definitely buy a full bottle of. I think it's so good. This is definitely my favorite fragrance that I've ever smelled from Perfumes de Marly. I don't love the house in general, but this one is so good. I like it so much more than Love Don't Be Shy. It's heavy, it's syrupy, again, not overly sweet. It can tolerate a little bit of heat. I would not wear this one in high heat. It would probably make you nauseous in high heat. But it can tolerate some heat, and it smells like fall is coming. It's like kind of wearing a gourmand, but without wearing an outright gourmand. It's yummy, it's cozy, it's warm, it's heavy. It's everything I love in a fragrance. So that is Perfumes de Marly Oriana. Somebody sent me this big, huge decant. I think this is like a 5 ml decant, and I love it. I've been savoring it. I do have Belayered Caramel Overdose, which I love. It's kind of like a direct dupe of Love Don't Be Shy though, and I prefer Oriana. There's something about Oriana that I just think is, oh, it's perfection. Okay, another one. This is a fragrance that I only wear as a transition scent. This one can be worn in the wintertime, but I just typically don't love to wear kind of florals in the winter. This is a fragrance from Dior, and this is Miss Dior Absolutely Blooming. This one is sweet and kind of slightly woody. It's really, really beautiful. It's a heavy scent though. This is definitely like, again, it's syrupy, it's heavy. It can tolerate a little bit of heat. It does not perform well in high heat at all though. In high heat, it's gone in like a couple of hours on me. It's almost heavy enough to wear in like the winter time, but again, I really don't. I really like this as a transition scent because it's a floral and it's heavy. And because of that, it's like the floral quality of it makes it heat appropriate, and I absolutely love it. My bottle this is an old bottle. I think I heard that they were gonna be reformulating this. So I snatched it up quickly before it left the market, and I'm glad I have it. It's really, really beautiful. This one can be headache inducing though if you wear it in too high of heat. So it's just a beautiful transition scent though. I love it. This is my favorite time of year to wear this one. So anyways, that is Miss Dior Absolutely Blooming. I think it's been reformulated. I thought it was going to be discontinued, but I think they kept it. I'm going to have to do some research because I haven't kept up with it. I thought that they kept it, but that they reformulated it. Okay, this next one, I wear this one all year. This is a fragrance that I love wearing it. I love wearing this in the heat, but my favorite time of year to wear this is in the transition between summer and fall. This is a fragrance from Saab, and this is Girl of Now. This is, you can kind of see a trend here. I love to wear like heavy syrupy orange blossom scents as transition fragrances. I just think that going from the like really high heat of summer into the cooler mornings and evenings of fall, but the days are still warm, I just think that like syrupy orange blossom scents are perfect for that time. This one, I'll wear this in high heat. In fact, I think I kind of prefer it in high heat, but I love this one as a transition scent because it wears completely differently in the heat than it does in cooler weather. It's much sweeter, much more syrupy. It's a much more heavy fragrance in the absence of heat. So I really like to wear it. I don't know, I like to wear it all year round because I have a different experience with it depending on what the weather is like. I typically don't wear this one in the really cold months though, just because it's almost not heavy enough for me for the really cold months. But I love this. This is another one that it just makes me feel like fall is coming because it's sweet and syrupy and floral. I think it's got almond and pistachio in it. It's just beautiful. It's a perfect transition scent and I love wearing it going into the fall and all through fall. It's great. So anyways, that is Saab Girl of Now. It's a great transition scent. Okay, this one, I can't wear this in the summertime because it doesn't tolerate heat at all. I can't wear this in the wintertime because it's not heavy enough, so this is the only time of year that I actually wear this scent. This is a fragrance from Juicy Couture. This is Viva La Juicy Noir. This is like Viva La Juicy, but add some berries to it. Add some sweet, sparkling berries. It's really beautiful. There's nothing like noir about this. It's not a dark scent in any way. It's sweet. Oh, I do love this one though. It's Viva La Juicy. It's the Viva La Juicy scent profile, but again, add some kind of like sparkling berries to it. It's beautiful. I love this one, but this is the only time of year that I can wear this. It doesn't tolerate heat very well. It's not heavy enough for the winter time. It doesn't perform super well really no matter what you do. I can usually only get a couple hours out of this one. Oh, but I love it. If you like Viva La Juicy, but you want a version that has some kind of bright, sparkling berries in it, this is the one for you. I love wearing this in the transition season because really it's the only time I can wear it, to be completely honest. It really just doesn't work any other time of the year, so. Anyways, this one does not perform super well. I love the bottle. It's such a stunning bottle. And with a name like Viva La Juicy Noir, you would think it's like a dark version that would be like winter appropriate. No, it's definitely not. Doesn't hold up in heat very well, but it's perfect for going into the fall. So anyways, that is Juicy Couture Viva La Juicy Noir. Okay, this next one, this is another one. I can't wear this in high heat because it doesn't tolerate high heat. It's not heavy enough for the winter time. I have to wear this as a transition scent. This is a fragrance from Nest and this is called Golden Nectar. It smells like it's got a little bit of iris in it. Like it almost has, actually I don't think it's iris. I think it's ambrette, which ambrette doesn't smell like iris, but it's got that same kind of warm fuzzy, kind of like a warm fuzziness to it. Almost gives the perfume the feeling of being powdery, but without being powdery, if that makes sense. But this is like sweet, syrupy, vanilla. I don't even remember. I think it's got maybe some kind of an orchid in it, like maybe even vanilla orchid. But basically it's like a sweet, fuzzy, syrupy ambrette fragrance that does not hold up in heat at all. Even as a transition scent, I can only get, I don't know, like 2 hours out of this maybe. It does not perform super well. I really love how it smells though. It's sweet and warm and cozy and syrupy and comforting, and it's everything I love in a scent. I probably don't have very many wears left in this. I only wear this as a transition scent because it's just not really good on me any other time of the year, but I really do like it. I would not repurchase it though. After I go through this, I won't repurchase this one. Nest fragrances are either a hit or miss. I really love their little oils. I like their oils more than I like this line of perfumes, but there are some massive hits in this line, like the Indigo one, Black Tulip I really like. There are some, I really like the Citrine one. There are some that I do really, really like. But anyways, that is Nest Golden Nectar. It's a good transition scent, but not really good any other time of the year. This next one, this is another one that I will wear this any time of the year. I wear this in high heat, I wear this in the winter time, but my most favorite time of the year to wear it is as a transition scent. Because the person that sent it to me, Beautiful Velvet, she sent this to me in the fall. And so this, in my heart, is like a fall fragrance for me. This is a fragrance from Cerel, and this is called Yes I Am. Because she sent it to me in the fall, it reminds me of the fall. And that was a really good autumn, the year she sent this to me. And I just have really good like scent memories associated with it. It's like a super happy, fruity, kind of slightly milky, just fun fragrance. And I love it. This one can definitely tolerate high heat. I wore this summer and it was perfectly fine. I don't know that everybody would be able to wear this in the heat. I do think that some people would not like this in the heat. It might be too sweet. It might be too heavy for hot weather. I love it in the heat, but I love it as a transition scent. It smells like fall in a bottle to me because that's the time of year that I got it. And because of that, and because that was such a good autumn season that year, yeah, I'll just always associate it that way. And I just think because it's light and I don't want to say it's light. It's syrupy and fruity, and it can, again, tolerate the heat, but it's perfect. It's heavy enough to be like a fall fragrance. Even though I wear this all year. I'll wear this in the dead of the winter, in the spring, summer. I don't even care. I love it. But I do love it the most as a transition fragrance going into the fall. Yeah, it's just such a fun fragrance. So anyways, and this thing is an absolute beast on me. This is like got such a weird note breakdown. It's got, I think it's got some berries and fruits in the top. It's got some flowers in the middle, and it's got some kind of a milk or like a milky cardamom concoction in the base. I think it's like their own special accord that they made that's some kind of like a milky cardamom, if I remember correctly. But I do love this. It's so good. It's such a beast. I can get a good 10, 12 hours out of this fragrance. Lasts forever. And yeah, it's just got such good memories for me. So anyways, that is Cerel Yes I Am. And that is going to be it, guys. Those are 11 or 12 fragrances that I cannot wait to wear this transition season going into the fall. I will definitely have a part 2 because I've got a ton more fragrances that I can talk about. I do hope that you all enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.